So in terms of like you trained Adonis Creed, that was that one of your sort of proud clients? Would you say?
That was my first celebrity client. Yeah.
And I heard tell us the story is pretty interesting. That certainly the one that's online. So because it wasn't, there's a little bit of an accident kind of in how it came together. So would you mind sharing how that came to be?
So I got a call from this guy named Aaron Williamson to train the cast of Fantastic Four. We met. He came to my house. We went to Warner Brothers studio in Baton Rouge. First time I've ever been on a Marvel studio. And I was like, wow, I'm actually about to train people on the movie. See all the people on the set. Then maybe like 4 weeks later, I still hadn't trained nobody. I would go up there every day. Nobody wanted to train. So one day, Jamie Bell calls me and he says they wanted him to come get ready for some arm scene or something like that. And the funny thing is, after a couple of years of being a celebrity trainer, and then the actor called and said they want to work on arms, if that was me then, I said, he's fine. The person I am now, I said, don't call me for that. Call me when you want to work out for real. And I went up there to see Jamie, and he wasn't ready. So I was just walking around, and I'm leaving. When I was leaving, Michael was coming out. And they said, well, Michael might wants to train with you because he got to get ready for Creed. So we met, we had one workout, and from that day we clicked. I mean, that day it was like my life changed. And we finished doing Fantastic Four, and then he reached back out to me, and we wrapped in April. He reached back out to me in August, said, I want you to come to LA because I got to get ready for Creed. And that was it. My life changed completely.
Really?
Yes.
How did it change?
I moved to LA. That's one. I moved to LA, worked on Creed. After his transformation they saw that I got on Revenge Body. Revenge Body really changed my life because it was a bigger, more people being on the Kardashian show. And then I was transforming everyday people, not just celebrities. And it went crazy. To just see now the amount of people that know me all over the world from my skill set.
Those opportunities, I guess, don't come around every day. What do you think in terms of preparing yourself for that? Like I've got kids, and I talk to them about being ready for opportunities and how opportunity and preparedness coming together. Like how, looking back on that and thinking about where you're taking your career going forward, how would you describe that situation to someone who's probably coming up in the game and wants to sort of move their career forward? Was there any sort of key lessons that you took from that?
It was always being prepared. See, the thing about going down the road, people have a tendency to stop and go back because they feel like they're not going nowhere. But if you're going down the road, there's things that you learn while going down this road. You're being prepared for something that you don't even know exists yet, but it's there. You have to just be consistent. It's almost like having blind faith. Having blind faith in what can come, but first of all, having blind faith in self. I always had faith in self that I could do whatever I need to do, but I knew I was going to be something. I didn't know what it was. I knew I was going to be something. But I just know the work that I was doing. If you think of like me being a mailman, me trying to figure out what fitness is and doing all that for these years and becoming a bodybuilder, I was learning so many different, I was gaining so many tools from the discipline, the sacrifice, the consistency, the work ethic. I was building all these things that I was going to need when I got to that point. Didn't know that point existed yet, but I was ready. It's like having a toolbox. As long as you got it in your trunk, no matter where you're going, some shit happen, you got something to fix it.
I like that.
You got your tools ready for you. So it's not knowing what's going to happen in life, but it's being prepared for anything that may happen in life. And that's what I was able to take to put in that, because if I didn't go through those things and experience those obstacles and setbacks and some of those small wins, then when I got this job, it would have just been a job. It wouldn't have been a career. And I turned it into not only a career, but I turned it into my life.
So what's your most sort of proud or impressive transformation that you've made, would you say?
Michael B. Jordan was my first. Jonathan Majors was my second. It wasn't so much transforming Jonathan, because he already had abs, he had a body, but it was the next level I was able to take him to. Transformation from nothing to something was Mike, because I got him at nothing, and then we just got better and better and better. So I had to say he was one of my most impressive. But also on the TV show, I did have people lose crazy amount of weight in like 12 weeks. I'm talking about, I had a guy who went from like 265 to 225. He went from a big keg of a stomach, my first season on Revenge Body Dexter, to having abs. That was pretty great too. So, you know, man, I've been doing this for a minute. I think everybody was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Mike was the first. To be so big, he was like, and I was able to like be like, dang, looking like, wow, that's a big difference.